we understand plug and play. You guys do. I think a lot of people might not, right? I think, and I don't want to explain the whole thing, but you're global with plug and play. I think if you take back to like an example of where the whole thing plays out almost exactly to the way you guys are designed for corporate innovation around a startup. What's actually happening? Is it the corporate's building a startup with you? Is it that you find them a startup and marry it together and invest in? But give us a good example so that people really understand how this plays out with plug and play and a corporate and a startup.
Yeah. I mean, typically... I would say, okay, I'll try to shorten it. If not, I'll go for
I'll give you a one-liner first.
TLDR.
TLDR is we are Tinder for corporates.
Okay.
All right. I'll let Xander explain a little bit more.
Thinking about it.
Yeah. No. I say this every time whenever I explain to my friends.
The short title is going to be plug and play is the Tinder for corporates.
Because it's the one-liner that I can say and then I can explain it. And then they're like, oh, now it makes sense what you're doing.
Yeah. Who's flipping the...
corporates.
I don't. I'm going to pretend I don't know. Swipe right, swipe left.
That gives you the whole... selection of all the
and the corporates are swiping right or left to find one to work with.
Exactly. And they're like, okay, if it goes well, then we'll be like, okay, now you can go for a first date, and then we'll bring the matchmaking service for them as well.
And where's the capital being deployed for you guys? Into that startup, or is it not always the case that's even happening?
Maybe let me take a step back and kind of give you a perspective on that. Right, we actually have 3 main lines of businesses, and they kind of like work in intersections between each other. The first one is venture capital, where we invest in pre-seed to Series A startups. Typically, anywhere the check size can be from 50 to 500K. We don't lead rounds, we tend to follow on. These can be any startups that we find that are very interesting, and we think that they are fantastic. And most of the thing is, we invest in B2B companies only. Yep. And the reason because of that is because we primarily work on corporate innovation, which is kind of like our bread and butter. Yeah. So what that means is we tie up with over 550 corporate partners across the world, across 27 different verticals in 67 different geographies and counting. And what we do is that we work with their innovation departments or directly their business units and ask them for problem statements that they're actually working with. All right. So when they give us those problem statements, the ventures team, which is basically me and another 200 of my colleagues out in the world, we go out there and we'll be like talking to the startups on a day-to-day basis, assessing them for investments, right? But if they're not investment worthy, we just don't discard them completely. We put them on our own internal repository called the Playbook. Yeah. And we use this Playbook as like our own Crunchbase in-house data software or something. And what happens is, let's say you're a corporate partner in Singapore and you're looking for a startup that's able to do something very exciting, but I can't find a startup that's able to do that in Southeast Asia. However, there's a startup in Germany that one of my colleagues is already connected with. I will go up internally and be like, hey, so-and-so in German office, can you help me connect this startup to our corporate partner here in Singapore? And then we'll connect those startups to the corporate partner. And the last one is our accelerator and incubation programs that we do for different geographies across different verticals. One I'm pretty sure you're very well aware is we did one with cybersecurity for I think CSA and TIG.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's just to add on to Kishore points, right? So I don't know if I should go with the Tinder thing, but let's go with it.
So the cat's already out of the bag.
So on that, right? So for ventures team member like Kishore, where do they exactly look at, right? So which startups to find? This is where a role like myself as a partner of success comes in, because if Kishore is the one on the team that talks the most to startups, then we are the ones that talk the most to the corporates.
Got it.
So we will be the ones helping them to refine their requirements, their problem statements. Sometimes when they give us, it's so broad, it's such a motherhood statement that, we have to dive in a lot more deeper. So this is where
we need to improve our processes. What do you mean?
Exactly, right? So things like that.
Increase velocity.
And then Xander will be like, okay, I will handle them. You come back later. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, there are days I really just want to pull my hair out, but this is
still have.